Hello and welcome. I'm Michelle Brubaker, and I'm so excited to have with me Tammie here, and this is super cool. Hi, Tammie.
Hello.
This is super awesome because, as you know, I am into book publishing. That's my personal business, but I've also interviewed lots of amazing people everywhere who are making money online, making money on the internet. So whether you are a book publisher or you're looking for a way to make some extra money, maybe a new side hustle or even a full-time business, Tammie has some amazing things to share with you. Now, this is in the genre of book publishing, but boy, she has a twist on it, and you're gonna love her twist on it. It is so incredible. And so stay tuned here. We're gonna talk about this. So talk to us about how you got started in all of this.
Oh, it's been quite a journey, Michelle. Thank you for having me here with you. I'm super excited to share this with your audience. And like you said, yes, it can be a full-time business, your own business model, everything. It's done with the book publishing. But how I got started, so I'm Tammie. My company is called KDP for B2B, which stands for Kindle Direct Publishing for business to business, because it's such a long name that we had to put an acronym in there. So it's KDP for B2B is what we always call it. And I got started because I got into doing KDP, like you teach to everybody, is how to create the journals with lines and put them up on Amazon's platform and do that. So I learned how to do that. And I was like, fantastic, loving this. I've been in the Amazon world of selling for quite a while. This was just a different way of selling another product. So I got into doing the KDP, loved it, did it, put the books up, and I don't have a graphic artist background, so it was just like learning this, like everybody, is this trying a new career. Anyway, my books were doing okay. I was selling some journals, but I was like, there has to be a different way to drive traffic to that market besides the ads and all that. And that's a great way to do it, with driving ads and doing all that to the booklets. But I thought about my background in business, and I've been in business for quite a few years. I won't say how old I am. No, just kidding. No,
so we're the same age.
Same, yeah. 53. I'm proud of it. But I've been in business 30 years of my own business. And so I started thinking to myself with this KDP books, how could I create these booklets for businesses? Because I know as a business owner, first of all, I wouldn't have never known these were available for me as a smaller business or medium business, or that I could have someone create these booklets. So, and have them up on Amazon. So I started thinking about who I knew, who's in business, and I started reaching out to business owners that I already knew in the beginning. And that's how I started, with taking my KDP, all my line journals, taking them there. And then this was one of my first ones. I went to the gym I go to. This is a Anytime Fitness gym. Asked the owner if they would ever think about having a tracker for their business. Because I was watching everybody, I was doing my workouts and doing other things. I was watching everybody do trackers and write notebooks. And I thought, well, and then the new people would come into the gym and they didn't have anything. They were just writing it on a piece of paper. So I said, what would it be like if you had a branded journal and tracker? And so that's what we did. We created this branded tracker for their business. And that was one of my first booklets that I did, from coming from the line journals into this. And they, so this is a branded booklet for this particular gym. And they were thrilled. Like they said, you really can do that. And I said, I can. And so I just started creating the booklets for them. And now every time a new client starts the gym, they give them the booklet, and you can either sell them or give them, depending on your business model. And they now use this booklet to train their new people. But guess what? Now their name is with the person. Instead of having them go to another store and pick up another branded tracker for working out, people have their booklet instead. And
that's so amazing. Oh
thank you. So that was my first one. That was one of my first ones. And then I had done, the next one was, I worked with a therapist. And this is called, hers is I Owe Me, like you owe yourself. And this was this is actually the second version, but this was another idea. So taking just a journal, and she's a therapist, and she has a group of people that she's, promoting and so they track everything, journal, and that's the line journal. And then again, it has her brand, it has her information on the back. So she actually drives the traffic to this booklet, and that's how I make a royalty per book. It's under my account, and that's how she makes a royalty.
Wow.
I make a royalty. Yes. So that's kind of how that ball got rolling. That was people I knew. And then I just started going out and talking to other business owners. And what was really fun, Michelle, is people just didn't realize that this, as a business owner, that this was available to them. And they thought it was going to cost a lot of money to do these. And with this KDP model, it really, it's so low cost, and they can get one book at a time. And most printers, as most people will probably know in the KDP, you have to do thousands. 200 is the least I've seen, but the price goes up. And Amazon's got this great model for this. And this is why it's worked so well for this particular amount. And if they want to change anything, we can update the booklet as well. So I started reaching out to businesses, and you make a fee. You can do a setup fee. And like I said, this is your own business. This is how I do my setup fee. And then you go on and you create the booklet, and then you make a royalty every time that booklet's sold. And then the business is driving the traffic to the book. So I don't have to do any ads or any marketing for the booklet, and I make money. That's
brilliant.
Thank you. It was such a idea that was just came from, like I say, the KDP world, but it was just a little bit of a different twist. And then I just started reaching out to real estate people, because they always love branding.
Oh, they sure do, like the shopping cart in the grocery store and the billboard.
So this is the branding for that. It's a home maintenance journal. So I can duplicate the interior. I just made a template. And there's different, so it's like, home maintenance checklist. So this will be a brand, so that every time that this one was set up for a person that's going to purchase a home. They give this to them. They always give the gifts to people. This is a perfect gift added, like in the basket or whatever, but they're not going to get rid of this. Business cards, they tend to get rid of, misplaced, or whatever. This, every year, they're going to pull this out, or 6 months, to check the fire alarm batteries, go and do the furnace. That's all in here.
Wow.
And you just do the checkoff list. So I keep showing you blank pages, but the checkoff list, and then they do that. But guess what? They're going to see their name and brand every time they pull this booklet out, and they're not going to get rid of it. So if you're going to sell your home in 5 years, you're like, hey, what was Cindy's number again? Because how long, you can't find that business card anymore. So that's
an easy sell.
So guess who, again, markets this book? I don't. She does. She buys all these booklets, and I make a royalty every time she does.
That's wonderful. And that's rinse and repeat, because you could go to the next one and show the example, because the interior is probably pretty much the same, right?
Yeah. It depends how you want to set it up with that person. But I templated this, and I sell the templates, and then I created the template, and then I just put that in the same, interior, but you change the cover. Change the information. And then I did have her a little bit of first page, a little bit of information about her. And the client has a lot of this information. So
you don't have to come up with it. They just send it to you, and you insert it in with your template.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep. And so and then we had the other one called Getting Your Home Ready to Sell. So this is a pre-book. So they meet a customer. And so this was like doing the garage sale, get that set up, how to clean your home up to get it ready to sell. So then again, they have her information handy, and they're going to be like, oh, what was her, what was Cindy's number again, or email? It's all right here.
Yeah, it's all right there.
And it's a gift. So, like everyone loves a gift.
They do.
But realtors love this, and you can brand this for every realtor in that office, because it is their own branding and it is their own information. So it's not like you hit one realtor in an office, that's all you could do. You can go to multiple realtors in that same office, and like you said, rinse and repeat. Yeah. And then you're making a royalty every time they buy the books. You make a royalty.
Wow, that is just so amazing. I have to say that, I've been around the KDP world a long time, right? Quite a while. And I have never heard of this particular approach to it, which is why I wanted to bring Tammie to you and share this with you, because this is another really great niche that you can get into. And since you already know, my audience already knows how to publish books, and there's all my students are already publishing.
Yes.
And this is a great other way to get into more creating more royalties, and then not having to do ads, and then the traffic is already coming to you. And how cool is that, right? That's
Right,
awesome.
right.
That's awesome.
And they, like say someone, like this therapist, she if they want another journal, they have the URL code on their website, on her website. So they just go and buy them off the website. So she's always marketing this book for us.
Nice.
And she's thrilled. Yeah. So it is a great way for people who already have the KDP background. They're, kind of got rolling. And that's why we were talking, Michelle, and you're like, oh, I see this working for so many people.
Yes.
And it's just another little side, side jump for you. It's the same process as creating the booklets. Now you're just getting all of this information from the business owner and putting it into a branded booklet, basically. And then
it's not like you don't have to write a book. You don't have to go and take somebody's, they write me an article or something like that and have to edit and figure out the grammar and the pages and all that.
No, a lot of times, I'll show you one more. And this is great for a course. This is Ladies Mind Body Revolution. And she has a course. So it's 28 days. So every 28 days, she has a new program. And then when the person signs up for her program, she just sends the booklet out. She never touches the booklets. She has them right from her account from Amazon, sends them out. So let's pretend I'm the customer. I sign up for Tara's group. And then the booklet goes out. And great thing about shipping from Amazon, 2 days, Prime. They get the booklet. And this was all her content. So let me back up a little bit on this story. This is how it started out. I got this. That's 3-ring binder. Fun. This is gold right here. So this is gold where she had all this information. This is all of her information.
Her workbook.
Her workbook, which a lot of businesses have.
Yes.
So think of that. Like this, but I said, let's elevate your style because she's a fabulous woman, has a fabulous course and everything about her branding, everything. But this is what she had, which is fine in the beginning, but this brought her to a whole other level. So you don't have to convince the business owner very hard to create these booklets for them. And then she just gave me all of the information of her.
The content's there already.
Content's there. Create cover, create the interior, drop in all of her information, and then you have a booklet. And every month she's selling it, and I don't do anymore. And I get paid.
Wow, that is so wonderful. And my publishers, entrepreneurs in my audience, they already know how to do that stuff. They know how to put in the lines, put in the boxes.
Yeah,
they already know how to do that. And so this is a really great extension of what you already know how to do to add that on. So you have courses and
yes.
you have products for that. So if somebody comes into your course, what are the kinds of things that you're teaching them? How to find clients, or what?
Yes, we talk a lot about relationship building because I like to say I don't like to sell because I've been in sales all my life, but I don't sell. I just serve the client and how we teach a lot about relationship building. So if that's something that you kind of fear of, like, how am I going to meet these people? And we really go through an extensive part. We have a 16 module course to go through if you want, or we do some individual things in our group. We have a group as well that you can find out how to meet the business owners, how to talk to the business owners, and then how to service them. And then you get the booklet ready. But then the big one is how to price the book and how to set up the royalties and how to set up all of that. That's a big thing. And we've created a lot of tools for you, for the KDP for B2B people to use in this group. We created a calculator that is fabulous. It's called the KDP for B2B Royalty Calculator. And my husband's a techie guy. And he created this for me. And now I share it with you guys. And it's a calculator that will do all the shipping, royalty fees, and all the costs of the books. If it's grayscale interior or color interior or whatever, how many pages, how all the prices change. If you know about KDP, the prices will change per page for color and up to 108 on the grayscale. So what we've done is created this calculator so that when you're talking with a business, you can find out exactly your numbers and how much it's going to cost them per booklet. And how much to put it up on Amazon for. And there's different ways we teach this as well. As the business can also make a royalty, but there's a lot of breakdowns, and it just depends on how you want to set up your own business, because this is really your own business. But if you just want to sell it and not have to worry about royalties, but if you do decide that the business owner wants a royalty, we have it all set up as well in the course, how they can make a royalty. Because when they're making money, obviously they want to sell more books too.
Oh yeah.
Who doesn't want to make money?
So there's different approaches to it,
Yes.
So once you decide like you want to extend your business into this I guess genre, and increase your royalties here, there's multiple ways you can do it. So you're not stuck in a box.
You're not stuck in a box, and it just depends on how you want to structure your business. But I've laid it out for any way which direction you want to go. So I highly suggest starting out, slower, where you just get the royalty and there's no royalty checks going out to the business owner. You can keep that business model forever. Yeah, that's the easy way to go. Then there's another way, but I've added all these in because these questions come up, and so I want them, to be prepared how to answer that or how to set your own business up. So we go through a lot of the processes of not just relationship building, but how to price it, how to have an agreement with the business owner. We talk a lot about that, because that helps a lot when you're doing setup fees. What time frame are they looking at? So we have that all mapped out for you as well. So there's a lot to it, but you already, we have it broken down, and it can be start out very simply, and then you can escalate up as much as you want in your business.
That is so incredible. I absolutely love that. And you think to yourself, how many people did you know that do different kinds of businesses? Even just in your own circle, that like you said, maybe they're a coach or something.
Coaches, we do
a workbook.
You think of anything as like trackers, guides, logs, all the things you're already doing in KDP, really, and then you're flipping it to a branded, customized, we call it customized, but branded booklet basically is, we're putting all their contact information. And especially now with everything happening, businesses really need our help. And I haven't had anybody say, oh, that's a terrible idea. They're just more like, it's a little bit overwhelming at first, but we teach you how to get through that as well, and how to explain it without overwhelm, because it can get, for the business owner, they're busy, and you just got to have a few peak topics that get their interest, and then they're like, tell me more. And most of the time I have people wanting to do multiple booklets. I have to ask, I go, let's get one done and then we can create more. So it's not a bad problem to have, but I just have to tell them, like, let's get one done. Because the business owner their wheels are spinning. Think of workbooks. How many people do we know have workbooks?
Oh,
and courses.
A lot.
Yeah. So it's I wanted to share this because it's such a fantastic idea, in the sense that you can create this income stream just like you're doing with KDP, but as another added value to the whole thing.
That's wonderful. Oh my gosh. Well, I know that my audience is going to absolutely love watching. I loved especially seeing your examples, because it really sparks ideas for people to be like, okay, I'm already doing that. I know how to make that book. That's easy. And the books really aren't that hard to make. So if you're looking for a business opportunity and you're like, I don't want to make coloring books and journals or notebooks, or, puzzle and activity books, or I don't want to write a children's book, this is a way that you can create a business opportunity in addition to that. And
I think, you can have your KDP business going and then add the B2B side to it. And it just adds, like I said, you don't have to worry about the traffic driven. It's like they're driving the traffic to the booklet. So you create this booklet, and like I said, and it's already things you're already doing. You're already doing trackers, logs, and guides, and journals and notebooks. But I always tell the business owner, why go out and have the person that your client go buy a notebook with another name on it? Why not have that notebook for them, for your client? Brand yourself nowadays, and these businesses really don't know what's available. And, once in the course that I have, and I show you how to tell them how this will elevate their business. It elevates. I mean, when you say their booklet's going to be on Amazon, and they get their eyes just light up. They're like, what? Because you can type in your name and see your book on Amazon. I mean, as in KDP, that's a pretty cool thing.
It is. And, and Amazon is the world's largest online retailer. So it's like, hey, I'm on that. And that's
you're on that platform.
You're the cool kid on the block.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And you're just really cool. You're
really cool. And they're sharing your link, and that's really, really amazing.
Yes.
I love it. I
Yes.
love it. So Tammie, you're going to give me a link just in case some of you are like, this I want to do. I'm in. I want to try this out. Tammie has a great course,
Yes.
like she mentioned, where she walks you through all of the steps working with the clients and the businesses. And so I'm going to share that link below. So definitely click on that and check it out for sure. And I appreciate you coming, Tammie,
Thank
today
you.
to share
Thank
this
you
with my
so much.
audience. And yeah,
And
thank
if
you for taking the
anybody
time.
has any questions, feel free. I know this is kind of a quick I don't want to overwhelm everybody, but it is such a fun business, and it can be, multiple people can do it. You can share. It doesn't matter if it's one gym, another gym, this gym. It's like, there's so many businesses out there that need this. So thank you very much for letting me share this with your audience. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, and I'll have all the information I can share with you in the group.
You bet. Thank you. You are so very welcome. Thanks again for sharing with our audience.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, yeah, thank you, Tammie.
Thanks, Michelle.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate it so much. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody.